In this video, we are going to talk about the purpose of your birth, reason of your birth. If you want to take personal consultation, please check the website or email me. So, the purpose of your birth can be known from Rahu. Okay, so Rahu tells you why you have taken birth. Rahu is something you have not learned in your life, and you have to learn because your past life was dependent upon Ketu, and the nakshatra in which Ketu is, the sign in which Ketu is, the house in which Ketu is, will tell you the past life. Okay, the things you did in the past. But Rahu is something you have not learned yet. You have to learn. So Rahu is your learning in this life. You cannot let go Rahu. You have to learn it. So in this video, we will discuss Rahu in all the signs and what you have to learn. Rahu in Aries, you have to learn self-confidence. In the past life, you here first seventh axis of Rahu will also be included. Okay, so you have to check here. See, I will say Rahu in Aries or the first house. So you have to check both way, sign and house. Now, Rahu in Aries or the first house shows your past life was very much dependent upon others. You were totally involved in others, you were totally involved in relationships or other people, and you never focused upon yourself. You were never lonely, or even if you were lonely, you were not happy. So, your life was totally about others. You were of very sacrificing nature, and it can be in the both way, positive or negative. Like you were of very sacrificing nature in the past life. You did so much for other people, and doing that you forgot yourself, and that frustration was in you that I did not focus on myself. People were misusing me, people were taking advantage of me, and I was nothing. I was only getting misused in the past. So that is the thing. So your past was totally dependent upon others, and now what you have to learn in this life, you have to learn self confidence, self love, and believing in yourself, and giving importance to yourself as well. But Rahu and Ketu are extreme ends which can make you selfish. So please make sure that focusing on self doesn't mean being selfish. Okay, balance is very important in Rahu Ketu. So in this life, you also have to learn to depend upon yourself rather than to depend upon others. This dependence can be emotional, or in the monetary terms, physical terms as well. Okay, it depends upon different people. You have to see which situation resonates with you. Rahu in Taurus or the second house. In this life, you have to learn to value the things you have. The things that you have in your life, learn to value it, because in the past you did not value it. You were more about others than your own family, or your relations with your family was not good. You have to improve it in this life. Also, you never saved your money in the past. You always used to spend it. And also somewhere you were very emotional, always clinging to the past, never seeing the practicality of life, always crying, emotional, sad, negative. These were your emotions in the past, which you have to learn to let go and become little bit practical, become little bit happy in their life. Okay, rather than always focusing on the negative side, focusing on the positive sides. And saving money is very important. So make sure you don't spend your money on the things you don't need. Okay, Rahu in Gemini. Rahu in Gemini, you have to learn to let go. You have to learn to be childish. You have to learn to enjoy life. You have to learn to be funny. Not always you just can be serious. Or in the past life, you have gained lots of informations. You were only studying or gaining information in the past life. But now The time is to share that to the world or use it for gaining something. Okay, it's not only always about giving to the world, but it can be using your talents that you have learned in the past for yourself, utilizing it. Now you have learned the things, and now you have to utilize it. That's why I've got Rahu in Gemini. Also, you have to learn communication, how to communicate properly, and also you have to learn to balance your immaturity, because somewhere immaturity is there with Rahu in Gemini. So you have to learn to deal with your immaturity. And also, it can all make you a little bit sneaky, clever, deceptive, and manipulative. So you also have to learn to deal with that situation and let it go. Okay, you have to become honest, you have to become wise, matured. Honesty and doing good karmas and not cheating or lying or manipulating for your own selfish needs is important to learn. Rahu in Cancer. In the past, your career was very much important for you, and you you did not spend time with people you loved, your family. You were only involved in public. In this life, your desire is about your family, your desire is about your emotions. So it's possible that you will not much care about your career, you will not much care about wealth. Family, motherly love, emotional support, and care is more important for you than anything else. Also, balancing your emotions is also very important with this placement. But here, that desire of emotional love is important, and also giving love to people, because what we give is what we receive. So that is also you have to learn in this life. Rahu in Leo or the fifth house. Okay, so Rahu in Leo or the fifth house shows that in this life you have to learn to become wiser, you have to learn to respect yourself, you have to learn to gain confidence, and you have to learn to value yourself as well, and not lose your values for unnecessary things, not disrespect yourself, and not all the time sacrificing yourself for others. This is very important with Rahu in Leo, because in the past life, like I told, you were very much involved with other people or doing any kind of social work or something, but you never valued yourself. Also, it shows that you were very much practical in the past, and somewhere you were not that much of enjoy you did not enjoy that much you did not enjoy your life. Okay, you were very much involved with something, but so you did not enjoy your life. In this life, you should enjoy every moment. Okay, enjoy and be happy and gain knowledge, gain wisdom. Fifth house is the house of creativity. Also, utilize your creativity, listen to your heart. Also, it's possible that you listen to your mind more than your heart. So listening to the heart is very important, which you don't know, so you should learn to listen to your heart as well. Okay, so this is the lesson that you have to learn with Rahu in fifth or in Leo. Rahu in Virgo. Rahu in Virgo shows that you just cannot always be easygoing, that it will happen by itself. You have to learn to make things perfect. Okay, you have gained immense skill and talents in the past, but you have now to learn to make it perfect. Okay, if you don't analyze the things, if you don't do the things systematically, then definitely it will not work out for you. So that you have to learn to forgive your enemies. In the past life also, you always used to leave everything in the middle. Any problem that happened in your life, you would leave it in the middle, never solved your problems. You were always like, whatever will happen, we'll see, I will not deal with my problems. And if any problem happened in your life, you were only like, now I don't want to deal with it, I will not deal with all these things, I will leave everything, I will go away. Okay, so you never wanted to face the problems of your life. In this life, if you want peace, you will have to face it, but you also have to learn to forgive your enemies. And the spiritual knowledge that you have gained in the past will help you to accomplish your materialistic goals in this life. Okay, so this is a very positive placement. Rahu in the sixth, here it will also help you to defeat your enemies, but your enemies can also be very very powerful, so you have to be careful. Okay, so this is a good placement. Rahu in seventh house or in Libra shows you have to learn to maintain relationships in this life, because in the past you were only about yourself. You were never about relationships. You did not know how to maintain relationships, how to maintain friendships. You have to learn it. There was not balance in your life in the past. There was no harmony. You had anger issues as well, which spoiled your relationships. In this life, you have to learn harmony, peace, letting go, and taking things easily, taking things lightly. So basically, you have to learn to value the relationships, and you also have to learn that always someone else will not put efforts for you. You also have to put efforts, and relationship is about give and take. You cannot always just be receiving. You also have to become a giver. Okay, you also have to give to other persons, then only you will receive, then only relationship will be maintained. So kind of selfishness was there in the relationships in the past. Okay, so you have in this life, first you have to learn to balance your life, bring balance, harmony, peace in your life, and also put efforts in relationships if you want to maintain them. If you don't want to maintain, that's other thing, but if you want that your relationship should work, you also should put efforts. Obviously you don't have to get obsessed, but putting efforts and thinking positive is very important, because in the past you were only about yourself. Rahu in the 8th house or the Scorpio shows that you were very stingy in the past life, and only you were thinking about your resources, your possessions. You never like wanted to give to other people. Okay, whatever was yours only was yours. So kind of miser you were, where you never liked to share to people. In this life you should share what you have, your wealth, your resources, to the needy people. You should give. If they need it, you should give. And also you should little bit understand the depth, right? It's possible that your emotions were always on the surface level, and you never understood the depth of love, depth of emotions. You never understood the depth, real meaning of life. And somewhere when people wanted you to understand, you used to make fun of them, or you were not ready to understand. In this life, you should understand the depth of emotions, depth of feelings, and value someone else's feelings and emotions as well, the way you value your feelings, and not always think that you are only right. Other people can also be right, so valuing and respecting them is very important. If you have Rahu in Sagittarius or the ninth house, in this life you have to gain maturity and wisdom, which was clearly lacking in the past. You were very fun loving person and never took life seriously, anything seriously, very very communicative, all the time enjoying, all the time having fun. This type of personality you had, kind of manipulative energy also you had. Okay, you did not have that maturity and wisdom. It was clearly lacking in the past. In this life, the circumstances will occur that will make you learn it. You have to learn it. It's important for you. This is the purpose, to learn maturity and wisdom, which your life circumstances will teach you. Patience, balance. You are also here to teach. You are here to learn as well as teach. This thing is there. Also, basically, it's only about learning, and respecting your teachers with this placement is important. Okay, respecting others' belief system or religion and not disrespecting any religion or anyone's belief system is important with this placement. Rahu in the 10th house. Rahu in the 10th or Capricorn shows that you have to learn to focus on your career, on your status. Okay, basically, your dream was also that you should achieve something in this life. You should do something, but your past was only about your home. Maybe you wanted to achieve many things, but you are not able because of some circumstances, right? So in this life, you will be about your career, you will be about your status, you will be about your wealth, and your self respect will be very, very important. For you, your self respect is very important, and you never let your emotions overpower you in this life. You will not allow your emotions to overpower you. You will always want to take practical decisions, no matter which area of life it be. Somewhere you want emotional fulfillment, but you always suppress it. You have many desires in this life, but you know how to hide your emotions, how to become practical in life. Okay, kind of balance is necessary with this placement. Also, you have to learn one thing in this life with Rahu in Capricorn. So, with Rahu in Capricorn, you have to learn that you cannot all the time tell everything to others, whatever is in your heart. Little bit you have to be clever what you should tell to other, how they will react. Okay, if you tell everything to someone, it's not going to work. Okay, just like we cannot tell everything to strangers, so this way you have to be little careful. Okay, Rahu in Aquarius shows that you have to deal with people. You have to utilize your talents and skills to create something new. You cannot escape from the public. There is that you have to deal with them. You have to make network. It can be in any manner, but there is a pending karma that you have to perform. Okay, in the past you were about your heart, because Leo is about heart. Leo is about staying away from the crowd. You don't have to deal. The king will not deal with the crowd. Okay, Leo is soul. So when you were away from the people, now you have to deal with the people. You have to use the skills, the talents, the knowledge that you have gained to fulfill your dreams. Because Aquarius is a sign of invention. Aquarius is the sign of this social media, internet. So somewhere you have some pending karma which you can fulfill through the internet or through social media or through networking, right? But this Rahu can also make you quite practical, where you don't give much importance to your feelings, right? And your social image becomes very important for you. Your friends become very important for you, and kind of obsession is there to gain name and fame in life. Obsession is there that people should recognize you, or you should become very much wealthy. So this thing is there. So you just have to be careful that you don't manipulate for your own personal needs, right? This is important. But a pending desire of wealth is usually seen with this placement, right? Rahu in Pisces. Rahu in Pisces shows intense desire of being alone, of staying away from the chaos of the world. This is a pending desire you are carrying from the past life. In the past life, you were very much involved with chaos, problems, obstacles, with your work, with your job, where you did not get time for yourself. Rahu in Pisces or the 12th house also shows that you live in the dreamy world where you don't want to see the reality, and you just live in your own dreamy world, and whatever you think, whatever you believe is true. You, no matter it's true or not, people tell you, you also know it's not truth, but you don't want to believe it. You live in your own dreamy world and you act according to that. So this is also highly possible, which you need to understand, that you cannot always be over emotional and you cannot always live in the dreamy world, and you have to face the reality. If not today, then tomorrow you have to, right? So this is important. Your pending karma in this life is to learn to let go. Okay, your pending karma is to learn to let go the things you cannot control, and you should not do overthinking, as well as you should balance that your practical side, emotional side, spiritual side, so that you can enjoy your spirituality, enjoy your materialistic life. At the same time, be practical and emotional side is also balanced. This person can also spend money on unnecessary items, and strong desire of going foreign lands is also there. So if situation support, definitely you can go to foreign lands and settle over there. You will be a free minded person with this placement, and you will do what you feel like you should do. You will not want to listen to others. It also makes you very fiery towards your enemies. Ketu in 6th or in Virgo will help you to cut off your enemies from your life completely. So this is a very good placement as well. So thank you so much. I hope this video was helpful. May God bless you. Take care. Bye.